So Status RS I measured. This is a new hardware family for us. Within the last year, it's been released. Like I said, going really squarely over the true durability market, I'll call it that, where you need a very ruggedized system. You want to be able to increase, decrease channel counts easily, have long cable runs, potentially maybe spread out these signal conditioning boxes. So the Status RS is our hardware family for handling that type of field measurement now. It's broken down into like three major pieces. The first piece being the Status RS recorder unit. The REC is a recorder. This has onboard storage built into it, multiple different types of interfaces, Ethernet, USB, Wi-Fi, etc. You can see the digital I/O, encoder, CAN bus, all those ports on this are for those different types of connections. So think your non-regular measurement channels other than maybe tacos or encoders, but the base recording is done in this unit itself. Now to power this in the field, this could be plugged into mains power just through an adapter, but in the field, we actually have a UPS that's designed to power not only that recording unit, but multiple signal conditioning input units as well. And it's a calculation we can do to help say how many UPSs do I need based on how many channels. I mean, this can handle quite a few by itself, just one of them can. But this then allows us to make sure that a system out in the field keeps measuring, maybe if power gets cycled, if an engine gets started, you get the voltage drop, whatever, everything keeps running. It does remote power on, power off. So if you had a scenario that said, oh, I want the system to stop taking data when the guy stops driving the truck at the end of the day and start automatically the next day, this handles that automatic on, off, and communication and powering of the other devices. And then the way we get inputs to the system are through three different main units. The first is the U12. It's a universal, so it's the most versatile input we have for the Status RS series. This will do regular AC/DC voltage. You'll notice the voltage range is higher than on the mobile, so we're talking 60 volts instead of 10. It'll power full half-quarter bridges, multi-wire transducers, LVTs, RDTs, all those listed here. Here again is the 4 to 20 milliamp sensors that somebody asked about and I mentioned is also supported on the VB8 cards. This is 12 channels at a 48 kilohertz sample rate and 8 kilohertz bandwidth. 4 milliamps supply per channel for the ICP, etc. You can see the other specs there. If you said, well, I want more channels and or I need only bridge or maybe only voltage ICP measurements, we have two other different types of modules where we go down in sample rate. If we drop to 24 kilohertz sample rate with 4 kilohertz bandwidth, then I can have a module where I'm doing 24 channels of either 120 ohm or 350 ohm bridge completion. This is not switchable. It's manufactured at our factory to do one or the other. So that's an important consideration, but generally we find customers have one completion resistor they typically use. So you get, this is really just for bridges, strain gauges, those 4 to 28 milliamp sensors. Similarly, we have a version instead of the B24, that's the S24, where I'm still the same 24 kilohertz sample rate, 4 kilohertz bandwidth, but this is really just voltage ICP, no bridge completion, no sensor supply for strain gauges and other types of multi-wire transducers. This will do the 4 to 20 milliamp sensors, but that's the only non-voltage ICP type of measurement there. So that actually wraps it up. I really appreciate everybody's time. If you have questions for me, shoot me an email, give me a call.